Dr. Laura Morris with University of Missouri Healthcare, and I'm here tailgating today at a Mizzou football game. And we're going to take it to the street and see what kind of questions folks have here about the COVID-19 vaccine. Come with me. Hey, can I interrupt you guys for just a minute? Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Morris. I'm with MU Healthcare, and I am here taking it to the street today to see what kind of questions folks have about the COVID vaccine. I'm answering any questions, anything you got.
Go for it.
So one time I got the flu vaccine and it gave me the flu the next day. Like I felt so sick and I had so many symptoms. I feel like if I get the COVID vaccine, the same thing's gonna happen.
Ooh, man, that's a good one. You know, we hear that one a lot because what happens when you get a vaccine is actually your immune system turns on and you will feel like you're getting sick. But both of those vaccines, the flu vaccine and the COVID vaccine, they don't actually contain any of the virus. So it's not going to infect you. You cannot get COVID. You didn't get the flu, even if you felt like you were coming down with something. Those are kind of normal, expected side effects, and they typically go away pretty quickly.
Okay.
Question I always had was, how come after we got the vaccine, they still recommended to stay 6 feet apart?
Well, we have learned a lot in the last few years. And one of the things that we didn't know, and one of the things that we found out, was that if you're vaccinated, sometimes you can still get the infection, even if it's less of a risk. And when we didn't have a whole lot of other tools to apply, keeping some space between people helps to make sure that the particles, while we're talking right now, are less likely to get to you if I'm further away, if we're outside, for example, or if either one or both of us was wearing a mask to kind of hold those in. So when we need tools to make sure we keep the community safe, however, when things are serious, we need to do everything we can to help make sure we keep people safe. Thank you guys for all your questions. I see people over here playing cornhole, and we're going to go see what's up with that. Hey guys, how are you? Good. My name is Dr. Laura Morris. I'm a doc with MU Healthcare, and I'm here today kind of taking it to the street, seeing if we can answer some people's questions about COVID vaccine or about immunizations in general. Is it okay to talk?
Absolutely.
Great. Do you have any questions?
So I have had 3 vaccines. I was told that I only needed 2. Is there a process, like do I continue need to get more to be immune to the COVID?
Yeah, that's a great question. And right now, actually, that question comes up a lot because COVID, unfortunately, did not go away. And immunity after getting the shots, even if you got 2 or 3 and you got them last year, that immunity tapers off and drops down. So to keep yourself immune and help make sure that you don't take this back to your coworkers or your family, it's important to get your shot updated, and there's actually updated formula. Scientists are looking at ways to make sure the vaccine's as effective as possible. So the vaccine that you can get will be a good match for the virus circulating, and it'll help protect you the way that the vaccines you got last year or the year before, they're not quite working as strongly anymore, so we need to keep you updated.
One more question. So why do I sometimes feel sick after getting the vaccine? I feel, drowsy for the next day after. Is there any reasoning behind that?
You know what? You have a great immune system. That is why. Because what you feel whenever you get a shot, it kind of makes you feel like you're coming down with something, right? You feel like, man, did this make me sick? Well, the good news is the shot cannot give you an infection. There's no virus in there to actually make you sick. But your immune system doesn't know that. It sees those proteins and it starts reacting really strongly. So it's pretty normal to have those symptoms for about 24 hours after you get a shot. The good news is they go away pretty quickly too. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I guess the only questions I would really have, so I got vaccinated about 2 years ago now, and so what type of follow-up is there for me? Like, do I need any sort of booster or anything like that? I guess I don't really know what to do post getting my vaccine.
Yeah, well, thanks for getting vaccinated. I think that that's great, and it's also great that you're thinking about what to do this year, because similar to other types of vaccines, like maybe the flu shot, that you have to get that every year to keep your immunity. Right. That's the story with COVID vaccines now, and there will be a new version closely matched to the type of virus that we're seeing right now. And so to make sure you're protected this coming season, get an updated booster as soon as those are available, and they'll be all across the place, pharmacies, campus clinics, everywhere like that.
Cool. Appreciate that.
Great. Good question.
I was also vaccinated, and so I just had a quick question. Like, if I get vaccinated again in the fall, is it okay to get the flu shot alongside with it as well?
Yeah, you're my favorite kind of question because that's absolutely what we want people to do. It's important to know that, COVID or flu are both circulating around the same time, and they often have similar symptoms, and similar people are really at high risk from those viruses. So getting a shot with each one of them helps to make sure you're going to miss less work, miss less school. You're not going to infect like your roommates or your family or your coworkers. So it's a great idea. You can get one in one arm, one in the other, get it all over with in one day. Yeah, great. Thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thanks for joining me today for our Doc on the Street segment. This is Dr. Laura Morris with MU Healthcare signing off from our Mizzou football tailgate. Remember that football season is vaccine season, so take your questions back to your doctor and your healthcare providers. Make sure you get those questions answered and then go get your vaccines.